Let's say you have a tricycle, okay? You have a tricycle, it's rusty, it's old, it's got kind of tassels on it, some are missing, some of the spokes are bent, you're way too big for it, but you've been operating this way your whole life. You've got it all figured out, it's getting you through life, it's uncomfortable, you get kind of rub marks on the back of your legs because they're squished up. But everybody's got one, so you're like, whatever, I'll just deal with it. Then one day, I come to you and I back up a trailer and I unload a brand new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. And I say, guess what, buddy? For you, 100% free, bought and paid for, fueled up, ready to go. And I get back in my truck and I drive off and I'm like, woohoo. And you're like, I'm like, have fun. So you hop on and you're like, you start trying to pedal. Right? And you're like, where's the belt? Like, is this the belt? Where are the tassels? And so you start trying to you start bringing the mindset that you use to operate the tricycle to the Harley-Davidson. And it's frustrating. And it doesn't work. Because you can't bring a tricycle mindset to a Harley-Davidson.
Yep.
And what I should have done instead of driving off, I should have gotten back and I should have discipled you in how to operate a Harley-Davidson. And I should have said, listen, son, you don't pedal this. This actually has a fuel tank and takes gas. It doesn't even use human power. This is fueled by a completely different source. And you don't access it by trying hard. Yep. It's not like if you put in more pedal power, it's going to go faster. This is the start button. And this thing starts humming. And you go, whoa. And the effort you put in based on the power that comes out, the ratio is completely different. You turn your wrist a little bit. This thing's going to take off faster than you've ever gone in your life. But I need to teach you those things.
Yeah.
And if you're stubborn and you say, yeah, but where's the tassels, Daniel? Where's the tassels? I want my bell. I'm doing my best here. I miss those rusty pedals. They suck, but I was so used to them. You know, it's going to be a frustrating experience. Even though the motorcycle's yours, it's in your name, it's on the will, it's all bought, paid for, signed, sealed, delivered. But if you don't begin learning how to ride it, it's going to be a frustrating experience. And that was a lot of my life in Christianity for way too long. And that's a lot of people in a lot of churches' experience. They believe in Jesus, they believe they've received the gift, but they don't know how to operate under the new conditions.
Yeah.
Because default, we go back to, we just bring the way of the world into Christianity. And I worried before, now I'm just going to worry when I pray. Right? I was in fear before, now I'm just going to be in fear and tell Jesus about it. It's like, no, there's a different way to deal with fear. There's a different way to deal with worry. There's self-control now. There's fruit of the Spirit. We don't just want to take the way we operated and bring it into Christianity and think it's going to work. It's not. You have to change on the inside. You have to have a renewed mind based on how this works. When we have problems now, we don't think, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. Who do we have? Do we have a God? Does he say he'll never leave us or forsake us?
Yep.
Does he say that we are overcomers?
Yep.
So I may not have the answer, but I'm going to overcome this.
Yep.
And I'm going to look at myself in the mirror and I'm going to say, Daniel, under the old conditions, you used to be able to freak out and get away with it. Not today.
Not today.
You're a beloved son of God. You are home. You are beloved. He is for you. He has a way through this. You don't even have to understand it all. Why don't we start thanking him for the way through even before we see it? Let's put on a good attitude and let's actually put faith in what he said, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's a way different way to approach problems. But the way I've been doing it my whole life is to do it from like, oh my gosh, and let my head spin and have anxiety all day until it somehow solves itself, which it always does because I'm not dead yet. Like, you know what I mean? So there's new operating systems, and that's what this is for. This is not for law. This isn't so God accepts you. This isn't so that you're a good boy or a good girl.
So he likes you.
This isn't even so he likes you.
I know.
This is not for approval. He approved of you when Jesus laid his life down and paid the price. That ship has sailed. You don't get to have that discussion again. It's over. But what we need to do is we need to start learning how to ride the Harley-Davidson.
Yeah.
Because it's different.